y'all, what's up? I hope everyone is having a good day. My baby. I was, and I'm still in the dark, watching Smackdown and cut your light up, boo. Smackdown and driving, and then trying to watch Smackdown and record fireworks. So I missed a lot. So the beginning of Smackdown, Smackdown was so packed today, I normally could cut it on by like 8:04 and it would just start the show. I cut it on at 8:02. Jade Uso music is playing. I'm like, what is going on? So they started exactly at 8. I thought the show should have been maybe 8:10, 8:15. It wasn't. They did the men's and the women's appearances that was going to be Money in the Bank tastefully. Yeah, it honestly could have went a little longer. Jay came out talking about he was going to be money in the bank. His hair was longer. It's like it was when he was with Jimmy. And then it was like a blondish green, so the blue hat grew out. And then, of course, LA Knight come out, so I said, them two arguing over Yeet and yeah. I said, watch Carmelo come out. And I said that because Melo got something going on with LA Knight that either he conjuncted in his head or he just trying to be him or whatever. So them two come out, them three come out. Who's the fourth person? So then Chad comes out in the middle. The only thing I don't like about that is like in the middle of that sentence, the music plays. I think it's the way the music was playing. Or maybe it's because I expected them to get out more than just half a sentence before the music plays. Like, what are you doing, dog? So people are retarded. The speed limit is 45. I'm on 47. It's a car that drove up behind me. And I'm thinking they're gonna hit me because they're driving like they're drunk, and they drive up behind me to go around me. I'm behind this back country road in Garner, North Carolina. Like, where are you going? It is 10:51 on a Friday night. You're trying to go to a bar. The bars don't close till 3. Okay? You're trying to get home before whoever that you live with get home. You already not gonna be home by the time they get home. But yeah. So we got money in the bank or Yeet in the bank. We got money in the bank. Yeah. Or we got Mellow in the bank, and then we got Master in the bank, which is kind of catchy too. And then you had, after that, my favorite was Drew, because Drew came out throwing bars. I said, okay. He said something to, he said maybe in the future, he said, but you'll never be him, talking to Mellow. Something. He was like, you looking at him. And I said, okay, Drew doing a promo. This heel Drew is it, okay? Then he said, because before that, Jay said, I'm thankful for y'all letting me in. And my son was like, let me in. I said, I think he had a little issue getting into Canada the last couple of years. He could get in Europe, but not in Canada. Him and his brother. So when Drew came, he was like, I'm surprised they let you in. I said, ooh. So then after that, like, Andrade comes out. And I don't know Andrade's music like that. I've only I think heard his music 2 or 3 times. But I knew his music because part of his music sounds like his wife's music. And you know what I noticed is for some of the couples, that's what they do. Like, Seth got that that's how I immediately knew. Honestly, that's exactly how I knew. Because I was like, it sounds like Charlotte. But then I was like, my brain automatically went to, but this is the Benz. So it got to be Andrade's music. Like, that's the only reason why I knew who it was. And then, he was the last one. So they doing all this talking or whatever. And I love Andrade. First of all, I seen him in that suit. And I said, he looked big as hell. My son was like, he is big. So then, you know, LA and them fighting or whatever. I mean, talking. And then Andrade just still off. I like him, okay? Because he reminded me of Pete Dunne. You know, Pete was butch. He's just coming to crowd. Like last year around this time, he just coming to crowd, wouldn't talk. They be having a 6-man tag match. He's coming still off. I say, you need one of them people in your life. Everybody needs a person in their life like that. No ask no questions. I got you. Okay? Josh said Andrade is giving me that type of energy. So then, I think my girl was fighting. So I hear, and I was like, whose music is that? I'm still not used to Indi and Candice's music together. But I saw green. So I said, that's Indi. I said, oh, Indi Pixie is coming out. Because that's what I call them. Okay, so Indi Pixie came out. Candice and Indi. And Candice got, I don't know if it's gear I've seen before, but I like it. And then Indi's, that's one of her more common gears, but I still like it. And the 2 ponytails is cute. And then I said, so who are they fighting? I said, they fight my girl Tegan. And then Jade's music came on. And I was like, that makes sense because Indi tried to interfere with her Money to Make match. But then I'm like, is it Jade and Bianca? Or are they going to pair Jade up with somebody else? But it was Bianca. Which I ain't mad at, you know what I'm saying? I've said that they should have a feud. And I've also said that I want to see Candice and Bianca fight one-on-one, like a full-on match. Give me 10 to 15 minutes, not no rush jump. Because that match they've had for the Queens, the Queen of the Ring qualifier match was too short for me. It was good. Like, if they would have let them go at it, I was so invested because it was so good. Like, you forget how great some of these wrestlers are. But Candice, like her husband Johnny, are tacticians, okay? They are so good in the ring. They know how to get it. They can go. They look like they're the type of wrestlers that could fight like the Creed brothers or Chad Gable, someone that's been like high school, college Olympian, or go pro with it, sports entertainment with it. Like, they look like. Candice reminds me of someone that could be a future Natalia. And I mean that in the sense of Natalia is so good that when people list their favorite wrestlers as far as technicality and stuff like that, she's in the conversation. Like, I was watching something a couple months ago, Cam Nash was talking about, they was talking about Jade arriving, and somehow, like, best wrestlers of all time came up, and he easily said Natalia, I think, is in his top 3. And I was like, wow. But then when you look, I follow her on Instagram and Twitter. So when you look at stuff like when she shows the dungeon, her and her husband, like, help train some of these stars, then you understand, okay, you live, not only do you live up to your name, but she is excellent. Like I said before, if she decides to retire tomorrow, the Performance Center better hell hire her to help train some of these up-and-coming stars. Because I'm telling you, if she done been through many an era, especially with the women, she done been through the era where they still had Trish in them, when they was doing pudding fights and all that other stuff, when women were just valets and managers after that, to the Evolution era, to then you had the Four Horsewomen era, and then after that you had the Rhea, Zelina, Bianca era with Io and all them, like, even till now. So, like, she knows how to go through, her and Miz, because Miz and Minnie are just as long too. They know how to go through and change with sometimes like still keep who they are, and Ray, because Ray been on it even longer, but still keep who they are, but add little tweaks here and there to adjust to the new era and the new crowd. Stuff that's not broke, you don't need to fix it. The other stuff that's not working, you know what I'm saying, you gotta tweak a little bit. But I can see Candice doing that. Like, she becoming, if they let her get more airtime and stuff, the next Italian when it comes to how great she could be in the ring. And currently 4 out of 5 of my girls are on Smackdown, so y'all know Bianca's my girl, Liv is my girl. I'm here advocating for Tegan. Xylee is not there no more. Love Anaya, and that's 4. The 5th one has become Candice. Surprisingly. But yeah, so then it was Pretty Deadly and Street Profits, which tonight was like the night of the tag teams. I'm there for it because before anything else, like I love the men's growing up. I love the Attitude Era, but my favorite part of the Attitude Era was always the tag teams, and it was tag team matches even with the single stars. Like I remember when Chris Jericho and Rock was together as a tag team. I think when Stone Cold and Rock had the tag team together. I remember Rock and Sock. I remember like Kane and Big Show. Like I remember a tag teams outside of Christian Edge and the Dudley Boys. Like tag teams has always been my thing. So I'm always here for the tag teams. So then Pretty Deadly comes out, and I'm like, so are they coming back to SmackDown? Because in my opinion, they shouldn't have never left and went to Raw. Now I'm here for Isla and Alba going to Raw because most of the women tag team women were on Raw, so it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? If you want to fight and have a person that's fighting with you, you need to go on Raw for the women. As far as the men, SmackDown, like we broke up the titles, yes, but outside of like DIY coming over here and the Street Profits and A-Town Down Under, we don't have no men, you know what I'm saying, for the tag titles. But now, since they got like Legado de Fantasma and Bloodline, you got more. But I'm like, Pretty Deadly shouldn't have left because Pretty Deadly is funny by themselves in their own entity. But like when they get together with like Logan Paul or they get together with like A-Town Down Under, it's even funnier. That segment last week still had me cracking up about that musical thing. I watched that like 3-4 times this week. I was like, where have they been at? Like, I missed that. And then they came out. Dawkins and Montez look good, of course. I think Dawkins started in the ring. Where are you going? And then I don't know what happened. I went somewhere and came back. And then I looked and I see Montez in the ring with Elton. And someone's like, Elton is going to have to, no, they said Montez is going to have to carry this because Dawkins, and I said, where the hell did Dawkins go? So then Montez has like pinned Elton almost, barely tapped out. So then I go somewhere and come back, do something else. Come back. So then I think Corey or someone was like, Montez is super athletic. Something. One of the best. And I said, I know. That's why he needs to have a title on him. Because not only is he charismatic and does one of the best promos for men or in the company, period, in my opinion, but he's athletic. And I said, this is why he needs to fight Logan Paul for the U.S. title. And I say that because Logan always said he fights the best. Montez is one of the best, in my opinion. And I don't care what nobody say. There's a video of Logan Paul training. I forgot what match it's for, but he tried to out-jump Montez in the Performance Center and couldn't do it. You done fought the highlight reel Ricochet. You need to fight Montez now. I think the second person on that wall was Ivar, which was impressive. But Ivar is one of my people. I like him too. So then after that, Street Profits got the win. So I'm like, I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? The people I want to win are winning. I think everybody I wanted to win tonight won. I think so. So then, or that I knew was going to win. So then, KO. Then before that, okay, they did the Yeah Boy graphics. So I'm like, production, y'all got it. But then wouldn't do the Bianca graphics. So I'm like, what are we doing? But then every time Cody come out, y'all do Cody's graphics. Like, Bianca literally has kisses that turns into butterflies. Everybody know that them are her two signature things. She got the lips with the little studs and stuff on it. She has that on her gear. But the butterflies is like tribute to the tattoos on her back, and the kisses turn to butterflies. Like, show the hell that. Show that. Because I be looking for, I'm like, people that got awesome graphics need their graphics shown on TV. Like, I'm neutral about their Judgment Day, yeah, but I can't deny the graphics they put on the screen when they come up. Like, them Jones is eerie and nice. I like the little things of Drew and his sword, especially since I don't think he has it anymore. But I know the sword, I think he named after his mom, so that's like a nice tribute to her every time he comes on TV. Like Ivar with the Viking Raiders and that ship that comes past. You know what I'm saying? Like, Charlotte and the Diamond. Okay? I don't know. Bayley ain't got one now. Well, the part that used to trip me out was Riddle, when he used to have, every time he went to a different city, he had different animals popping out. And I was like, what the hell going on? KO and the Wrecking Ball. Like, give me something. Give the TV audience something. Okay? Okay, and speaking of, I was watching Busted Open Radio, and I had tweeted on the Bully's tweet, because he had tweeted USA about all the things coming out and the people and all the PGs and the stuff getting cut off, and someone was like, it's a WWE thing, it's not a network situation. And I was like, now I've come to realize that's what it is, because we had listed SmackDown as PG. So every time it's something that people, the audience say, they bleep it out or bleep it out entirely. And I'm like, I understand that, but at the same time, like, can we get it to where we change the ratings to PG-13 so we could at least say something? Because that was confusing me too for a while. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, yeah, I think we should change it back from PG to PG-13. Because when he was like, somebody, I don't know who the homeboy that do Busted Radio with him, with Mark Henry, not here, I don't know his name. But he was like, at one point, he was like, they blanked out the whole thing. And I was like, right. So if you don't watch it back on YouTube, you don't know, like, you missed a whole segment of something, right? And then so he was like, the visual, he was like, the visual button must be next to the audio button, because when they bleeped out the audio, the screen went black. And I said, okay, so it's not just me, because I was tweeting like, what the hell is going on? Like, why is the screen going black? I was like, is it me? Because we had a storm coming. So I was like, is it my TV because where I'm at, we having a storm coming? Or is it United States as a whole? And me got my answer on Tuesday. It was the United States as a whole, because he in New York. And I was like, I was like, okay, I thought it was me. Because I was about to say, I thought I was bugging. Okay? And then, so please change it to PG-13. Because I was right with him when he was like, I don't understand how they blank out all this stuff, and then the next show come on at 11 o'clock, and it's cussing up a storm, and the S word and all that stuff is said. And I said, okay, because that's the exact same thing I said. But then he was like, it's based on the WWE. And if you say, and also, you know, the FEC, Is that how you say it? So if you say something that's PG-13, it has to follow certain guidelines. I know you can get in trouble. Change the rating. If it's PG, y'all say put it up as PG. Say it's PG-13 or say TV-17. Okay? It's Monday. It's cable television for Raw, for one. Half y'all kids shouldn't even be up past 9:30. I don't know, not unless like you might homeschool them or something like that. And this is my opinion. Kids need a certain amount of sleep depending on their age. And half of y'all kids probably get up 6, 7 o'clock. They should be in bed by 9:30 and sleep by 10. Like, why are they up that late? My son, if he watches Raw, he is going to bed 9:30 at the latest. If it's 10 o'clock, it's on me. And that's honest to God truth. Like, he's normally in his room. If it's 10 o'clock, if he ends up going to bed at 10 o'clock, it's because I got caught up and watched something, or I end up making like dinner late, went upstairs to get him ready for bed at 9:30. We read, we prayed, we hugged and kissed and all that other stuff. And then he's in bed by 10. But why y'all children up that late? Like, change it to TV-17, and then after that, or like do the first half, show the kiddie stuff the first half, if you can do that for TV programming. So when you introduce it, and then when you come back from commercial, be like, okay, from this point out, we're gonna be TV-17 or something like that. So everybody under 17, it's on you if you hear holy and they let it rock out and you listening to it, because your tail should have been in bed anyway. Okay? Like, why are you up? Okay? That's why half of the kids be sleep deprived or don't want to get up in the morning because I ain't got no bedtime schedule. And that's the truth. And this comes from somebody whose son is diagnosed with autism. Okay? And you know how when your parents give you unsolicited advice, sometimes you don't want to hear it. And my mom was like, you need to get him on a sleep schedule, because he would go to bed like when he was younger. His bedtime was like 8:39. Before that, he had a bedtime. He would go to bed like 10. And she was like, you need to get him on a sleep schedule. Excuse me. He's cranky when he gets up. Okay. His sleep is sporadic. He's angry. He doesn't do as well in school. He needs certain amount of sleep. So I had looked up like sleep for his age. He was at the time, he was like 5 or 6. He needed 8 to 10 hours of sleep, or like 10, 11 hours, 11 to 12 hours of sleep, or something like that. School starts at 9:20. He has to be at school by 9:15 in the carpool. So if we got up at 8:15 to get him 10 hours of sleep, he needs to be asleep by 10:15. I think at the time it was 11 hours of sleep. So 9:15. And she was like, the first couple of days going to be rough. Because at first my sister and them was like, oh, I give my children melatonin, and y'all know I'm here for holistic stuff. Melatonin is supposed to be holistic, whatever. But I'm also not here for injecting my child even with natural stuff if it's another way. So I feel like a week or two, we start going to bed at a certain time. We start a routine. And this is why they say your structure is good for you. Started a routine. So his brain, after a while, knew, okay, it's bedtime. Like even now, he can go to bed. It could be 7 o'clock at night. It could be 2 in the morning. If I go in his room, he turns everything down. I leave one lamp on. I go in there, I read his Bible story. We read another story. He tells me what he needs to tell me. He says his prayers. He gives me a hug. He hugs me and gives me a kiss on each cheek. And then I hug him and give him a kiss on each cheek. After he say prayer and I tell him I love him and stuff. Sweet dreams. Turn the light off. Sleep 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes. I went downstairs yesterday. After I did, Sarah came back upstairs. He was knocked out. It was 1 in the morning. I could do it at 7:30. He'll be knocked out in 5 minutes. It's because his brain like, okay, she reading the story. It's bedtime. Melatonin, he don't even need melatonin. Now I gotta get myself on a sleep schedule. Put my phone up and stop scrolling. That's the thing now. That's the challenge now. Like, I perfected him. Need to get me. But if we can do Raw after 9:30, the second half, like, okay, this TV is rated, you know how they used to do back in the day. This programming is rated PG-13. I do something like this programming from now on is rated TV MA. So if the crowd, because you know the last match is always something crazy. So if the crowd go, holy, we ain't got to bleep it out no more because now we got the rating down. Okay. So I left because we was shooting fireworks because it rained yesterday. So they postponed everything. So we finished shooting fireworks today. That's why. Came back, saw Cody's graphics, Randy, KO. Don't even know what was said. All I heard was, came in and they was singing ole, 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 ole. And I was like, and forgot they was in Toronto. Well, I can't wait to go there one day. I'm so excited about this PLE. When they announced Money in the Bank in Toronto, I was super ecstatic. I was like, they need to have one in Toronto. I said that last year. I said the Toronto crowd gonna be lit. Okay, I ain't been wrong yet. Okay, because I even before Australia, when they announced what part of Australia, I was a little iffy on that. Okay, France, I knew was gonna be lit because after seeing that World Cup last year, and I saw the France crowd, and I worked at a French business school here in North Carolina. When they go into fan mode, they crazy as hell. Okay, and that's for everything. That's for everything. They just like that, and they said they didn't know not to be like that because I was watching some interview with will.i.am, like I had mentioned before, and you know the song Usher, "Oh My God," he produced that, and that part of oh, he said he got that because the Black Eyed Peas was performing "Tonight's Gonna Be a Good Night" in France, and the crowd was going oh in the background, like it was so loud, you know what I'm saying, and permeating the whole room, like, and he asked the people could they send that to him, and he got it sent to him and used that clip as a sample for Usher's "Oh My God." He was like, France crowd is always lit. So I was like, okay, so it's just France in general. Okay. Like, so, but Toronto, I knew it was gonna be lit. I'm waiting for internationally on the Western Hemisphere. Mexico, I don't know why, but in my gut, Mexico and Brazil. Okay. I listen. Okay. I don't know what them two places. If we do a PLE in any of them two places in the next 2 years, I already know the roof is gonna be gone. If they got an open arena in Brazil, like how they had in Greece back in the day, whatever the PLE is, have it there. Because I know they're gonna surpass the noise ordinance. Wherever it's gonna be at, have it there. Okay. Mexico, I can't even wait. I can't wait. And I want one of the matches to be a lucha match. I want every match, like I mentioned before, wherever the country we're in, we should have a match, especially if it's a area that caters to wrestling, that are known for wrestlers. We need to have one match that caters to that style of wrestling. Okay, Mexico is known for luchas. Have a luchador match. I don't know. German. All I know about Germany is they hardcore and they got the German suplex. I don't know what kind of style they got, but whatever involves a lot of German suplexes, have that type of match when they go to Bash at Berlin. Okay? If y'all have a thing in Samoa, have a Samoa style match. Okay? You know, see what I'm saying? If we go to Japan, have a Japanese style match. Like, have the match that caters to the crowd. Okay? Them the only four places, honestly, I can think of that has made a huge impact on wrestling. Like, that have moves named after them. I don't know. Everything else is like redone and people rename, or here in the States or something like that. But like Mexico, Samoa, I ain't gonna say Samoa. I'm gonna just go here with the whole Polynesian area: Hawaii, Tonga, Samoa. Dang, what's the other one? It's not Samoa. It's not Hawaiian. It's not. And I just looked it up the other day. It's gonna come to me after I get done with this video too, and I'll be mad. Japanese style wrestling, okay. Just any of it. Not New Zealand, even though it's, I would think of Germany and all that's around Germany. If it was something that had like the German influence in wrestling, what's close? Like Switzerland or something like that, maybe. I don't know. But had that type of match. Okay? Like them two PLEs, I want one in Mexico, I want one in Brazil. And since we doing WrestleMania, had it in Philly, okay? In the cold as hell weather. And I had said before, this before I finished Smackdown, that if we gonna do WrestleManias in the north, they need to have a dome. And I said this before they said something about SummerSlam. I said we need to have in a dome like Minnesota, the U.S. Bank, okay? Because we won't care if it's cold as hell outside. We'll stand in line to get our ticket scanned if it's cold as hell outside. If we can go inside a place that got a dome, and then that way we'll be warm, okay, as fans, and spend all this money, and then the talent will be warm. They ain't got to go out there half naked and it's minus 10 degrees. Like, I love Philly down, okay? Half my family's from there. West Philly, South Philly, okay? Y'all tried it. WrestleMania in Philadelphia. That's like having it in like Nashville or Seattle in the wintertime. Like, the hell is wrong with y'all? I love WWE down. I just got back into it, but I love y'all down. But y'all tried it, okay? That's why I said if we gonna have WrestleMania in the wintertime up north, have it in a place that got a dome. If not, have them always in a southern half, below the Mason-Dixon line. No, further. I can't even say below the Mason-Dixon line because that's Maryland. Maryland be cold. That could be Maryland. Maryland be cold in the winter time too. Have it, hell, halfway down the Mason-Dixon line. Like get on down there, Georgia down. Okay, anything Georgia across. Okay, like that. Cause I would say North Carolina, but North Carolina be on some other stuff in April. Like one day it could be snowing, literally, and the next day it could be 80 degrees. Especially in February, I don't witness it. Even though WrestleMania is in April, it happens in April too. Okay, it could be nice and 75, and then we could have black ice tomorrow. Like don't come here. No, I take it back. If you come here, make sure y'all try to. I don't know. Okay. Scratch the whole North Carolina thing. Okay, we going North Carolina down, not Georgia down. North Carolina down. Have WrestleMania if you gonna have it no dome in the wintertime. And SummerSlams, have it up north. It's basically how everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So if you have SummerSlam in Philly, we not mad because we ain't cold. You know what I'm saying? If we not, you can have it in North and South Dakota. You can have it in Chicago because it's not gonna be cold in Indianapolis. We gonna be nice and warm. If the sun go down, it might give us a little brisk. If we buy one of the lakes or a big pond or whatever, it's not gonna be too hot. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of North Carolina, as I said, scratch what I said off the record. We could have WrestleMania in Philly. We could definitely have WrestleMania in Charlotte. Okay? And I'm only saying that because I looked up the numbers of how much that the MetLife, is it the MetLife? No, the Philly stadium, the Lens. I don't know what the name of it is. It said before y'all put them chairs in there, just the bench stands and the boxes and stuff like that, the sweet boxes, 54,000 people. The Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, 71,000 people. Y'all can get, okay, Philly was about 54,000 or 57,000. Y'all squoze in the extra 14,000 people with them chairs and stuff. Y'all get extra 14,000 people with the chairs and stuff in Charlotte. That's about 85,000 people. Okay, that's about the same amount of people as y'all had in LA. Come on to North Carolina and do a WrestleMania. Okay, please come to North Carolina and do a WrestleMania. I ain't gotta go that far. Okay, if I still live here, I really don't. Let me shut up. If I still live here, it's 2.5 hours from where I live at. If I don't still live here, I could get here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easier, but it's more space for ticket sales compared to last year. Okay, you got a lot of people that work for the company that live in North Carolina or used to live here. You know what I'm saying? So they know their way around. Okay, you got, and I'm talking about like Hurricane Helms. You had the Hardy Boys, but they at TNA. If y'all do a crossover, I think you got R-Truth, you got Ric Flair and them, you got Mick Foley that stay here. I think you got who else? Braun Strowman's from here. The Creed brothers went to college here. Montez grew up here. My brain is trying to scramble and think. Cameron Grimes is from here, even though he not with y'all no more. I don't think there's no females I know that's from here. None of the women that I remember or know of is from here. You got, I think Javon Evans is from here. Trick Williams is from up the street because South Carolina ain't but a 30-minute drive depending on where he at. South Carolina from here. Okay, like if you bring him over, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of talent that y'all have or have had that's from North and South Carolina. They could get here. They know Charlotte. Okay, they know Charlotte. I already mentioned Charlotte. That's where she got her name from. Okay, like, it's have it here. Okay. Anyway, so I missed the thing about the RKO, Cody and KO thing. I missed it. Okay. Honestly, didn't know, and I tweeted, so I apologize. I said I don't know. I said, did his mom pass? And this is legit what I tweeted. Did his mom pass? I said, or is he just talking about his relationship with her? And the reason why he fights. I was like, because I missed it. And then I saw somebody's tweet, and it was like, he just mentioned that 5 days ago he had to fly to Canada, and his mom is fighting for his life, and it breaks my heart. I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna try not to cry, y'all. I'm so emo. KO is one of my favorite current wrestlers. He put his all into his work, and that's why when he leaves, I'm not so worried about him not coming back. Like Seth fought all he could fight until his knee gave out and he had to go away and get like surgery or rehab and stuff like that. KO, when he breaks something, they was like, oh, he might be out for 4 months. I said, y'all don't know my man's KO, okay? They tell him 4 months, that man is gonna be out for a month and he coming back. Like, his resiliency is beyond anything I've ever seen in my life. Okay? The only other person that I can remember, and this might be twisted perspective because it's been so long ago, that I know used to be out and come back like that, I think was Mankind like that. And he could have the worst of it. But that could be because it could have been longer than that. And a lot of other storylines was going on, and I might have lost track of time. But that was also like 25 plus years ago, so I don't remember. But then I went back and looked on Twitter, and someone was like, yeah, she was fighting for her life, and he basically was like, they helped her come to WWE. They helped him come to WWE or funded his dream or whatever. And she was like, you leave it all in the ring, and then like, no regrets. If you leave everything all in the ring, no regrets. And that's the story of people that are great performers in any aspect of anything. If you leave everything you have in what you do, you cannot go back and be like, oh, I should have. Even though a lot of the times we are all like hard on ourselves and we critique ourselves in ways that other people don't critique us. But if you feel like you left out and did the best you can do and did a great show and left everything you did out there, there's nothing no one can say. And that's one of those things that like people like Beyonce have, LeBron has, Mike had. You know what I'm saying? Like Gail Devers had. Cause it's like Michael Phelps had. Like you give everything you have. Like I remember watching something with Beyonce. She was like, my dad was like, if it's 2 people in the audience, if it's 100,000 people in the audience, you give them a show. Give everything you got. He was like, cause those 2 people work just as hard to come and see you as the 100,000. And that's what KO does. He gives. And I remember, I find out a lot of stuff on YouTube. It was something old. I think it was something I watched last year, and it was like WWE stars and their parents. So it had like Seth and his parents, and he was talking about like his journey in WWE and how he has like a wrestling school where he's from in Iowa, and his mom watches over it, and they have a house and stuff like that. And then it had Alexa Bliss and her parents, and I think they ended up moving to Florida down here from where, I think, where's she from? Ohio, something like that. From where she's from. And her mom and her dad look like they could be her siblings. Like she got good genes, okay? Because when she said her mom, I was like, how old is her mama? But, and then I think it showed KO and his parents. And like his mom and them were talking, and she was laughing and stuff because she was like, his persona, he was a heel at the time. It's nothing like who he is as a person. And she like, they had like all his memorabilia and stuff like that and stuff like that. It was so sweet. So I'm praying that she pulls through whatever she's going through. But that's just heartbreaking because you still have to do your job, and there's nothing that you can do. And even if you want to do something, depending on what type of parent you have, some parents be like, here, stay with me. But a lot of parents are like, no, go do your thing. Like, I want you to continue to do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, some parents get mad at you, or grandparents, if you stop doing what you're doing, and they be like, why are you here? Like, I know I'm okay, I'm fine, whatever. I just pray that he, yeah, because that's a lot to deal with. That's a lot to deal with. You know what I'm saying? It's just hard, and it's harder when it's your parents, and it's harder when we're the ones at our age group, millennials, we're the aunties and uncles now. So now we have to get used to that our parents are getting older, and that stuff happens. So I just hope that everything's okay. That's what I really do, because I can't say nothing else, so I'm gonna start crying. Um, Chelsea. Oh, so then Corey and Wade was like, we have a Canadian. This is probably before we gonna go to our Canadian correspondents. I said, why do we have Canadian responders? I was like, not unless they got like commentators that for people that speak French. They're like, we're in Canada. So then they went to Jackie, and I was like, I forgot she's from Canada. And then Jackie was talking to Bayley, and then Chelsea comes out, which she looked phenomenal in that outfit, by the way. Chelsea, excuse me. And I was like, WWE got a lot of people from Canada. Now, think about it. So then she talks to Bill, talking about call her what she called her frittata. Excuse me. A lot of people are betting that Chelsea wins this Money in the Bank situation. That'll be interesting if she does. Cause say if Nia ends up winning the title at SummerSlam, now you gotta fight. You gotta come after Nia. But yeah. So then Piper ended up coming and attacking Bayley, and I'm like, Bayley is the most getting beaten up champion I've ever seen in the past 2 years. I've been rewatching. I've never in my life, okay, not every week. Like it's been times where Roman has gotten hit. Okay, I ain't gonna hold you. It's been times where somebody might have snuck a hit on Rhea, but never like that. Never like that. Not even set. I was like, I've never seen Damien get beat like that. Liv get hit like that. I was like, sorry, my stomach. Bayley has got hit the most. And I was like, Cody's been getting hit a lot. But not like that. Like, dang, girl. And then Naomi comes out. I was like, okay, Naomi. You know, so I'm like, Paz or, dude that does, like, her earrings and her jacket. One of them design her looks, which is, not common. And then so Piper and Bayley in a fight. So I was like, it's not for a title, is it? So then I leave and come back. Of course, Chelsea's ringside. Chelsea got a whole nother outfit on. I'm like, why did she change clothes? I was like, her first outfit was cute enough. Okay. Then Naomi had her outfit on. I said, okay, girl. And I was like, I hope, Lord, that she don't get too rough, because that one eyelash, she was wrestling so hard last week, that joint came off. And I was like, the only other person I know that wrestle hard like that be Charlotte. And I'd be like, girl, you might as well not even wear no lashes in the ring when you get in, because homegirl, she be fighting for her life for real. And one time, I think the lashes on somebody's arm or on the mat, she had to pick it up. And I was like, you might as well just put some mascara on and keep on going or something, because listen, I'm not saying that like it's embarrassing. I'm just saying like the matches be so intense that when they leave everything in the ring, they literally leave everything in the ring. Like blood, sweat, tears, and more. Like it just be. I do miss seeing the robes though. I ain't even gonna hold you. Then she showed a thing of her wearing gold, walking out of hotel room, and I was like, okay, you better walk like you ain't got no leg injury. I was like, it's only they told us what 9 months in January, in December. That's September. I think she gonna come back before then. Not the way she been doing rehab and stuff. First of all, after her surgery, the way she was moving, it looked like she could have came back in the ring next week. But I'm like, that's what you do when you love what you do. Like, that's what happens when you love what you do. You love and you try to get back into it, and just in general, because you want to keep the health of your body. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So Charlotte, I think Chelsea stepped up to Naomi. Naomi did something. Chelsea slapped Naomi. Then I come back and I was like, where did the 6 other 4 women from the Money in the Bank come from? I was like, well, why are they surrounding the ring? Because I was like, this not for no title match, is it? And then I was like, okay. And I was laughing because I was like, so after Chelsea smacked Naomi, Naomi had did something. And then Io came out and hit Naomi, and then Zoe came out, and then Lyra comes out And I was laughing because I'm like, Lyra is what I would wear. Okay, ringside. Lyra, the outfit Lyra had on, not ringside, but the outfit Lyra had on is something I wear around the house and stuff I wear every day. Okay, especially if I ain't going nowhere, if I'm chilling, I'm wearing something like that. Like, I'm be cute and comfortable. That's my motto, cute and comfortable. Now, some days cute and comfortable for me means heels. Some days cute and comfortable means sweatpants and some 990s, which your New Balances people know. Most times it's like leggings and a shirt like that, or workout gear. Like, that's me, okay. And then of course Tiff was out there, and then she did her moonsault, and I was like, she got a skirt on doing that. And then, they was like, prettiest moonsault ever. That's the name of her thing. And I was like, that moonsault clean. But to me, Charlotte still got the best moonsault in the game right now. Like, I don't know how she pulls it off because she's tall. Maybe it works because she is tall. I don't know. But the way she sticks and lands it, she got the best moonsault in the game right now. My opinion. And she be up there, okay? Like, she be up there. That's just like when Montez's Frog Splash. He be up there, okay? Like, I don't know. I think he might got the tallest Frog Splash in the game. But, then all that happened. So then I'm like, where is Nia at? Because Nia, yeah, this is all for Money to Make. But I'm like, Nia still ain't get her match yet. Spoke too soon. Nia come out looking great with the gold on. You know what I'm saying? And her hair, her natural hair. Okay, and she come out and beat up Bayley after Bayley beat Piper, and then after that, Michin come out with the kendo stick, and I was like, who the hell is that? And she swinging all night. She going, and I'm like, first of all, Michin looks great. Okay, second of all, she's giving me Shotzi energy, so I'm like, she being crazy as hell. Like, Shotzi has that wild type energy like that, and I'm like, that's exactly who she reminds me of. Like Shotzi. And then so that's gonna be interesting next week. And all of that. I just can't wait for tomorrow. I forgot that Braun was fighting Sammy. So I'm waiting for that match. I can't wait for the men's match for Money in the Bank. I just want to know who's going to win. Because everybody's saying it's going to be LA, Jay, or Drew. Okay? That's everybody's predicament. The 3 out of the 6 is LA, Jay, or Drew. For me, if I had to pick 3, it would be Andrade, Mello. Who would I pick for my 3rd? I don't know. I wouldn't pick Drew because he done had 700 chances to win the title. He ain't won nothing yet. Chad winning the title will only give him a more of an ego boost. I don't know if he would approach Afro Academy after that, him winning. Only reason why I would say LA Knight is because I don't think he'll necessarily go after Cody. I think that will give him more permission to go after Logan. So with that, I would say that. So I would say for sure Andrade or Mello. But my 3rd would probably be, because I wanted to say Jay so bad, but I don't think he would. Mine's Andrade, Mello, or LA Knight. My 3. Who would win? In no particular order. Well, them 2, Andrade and Mello, would be tied for first, and LA would be my 3rd choice because I don't know. And then for the women, the fan favorite for the women on social media is Chelsea. The second fan favorite is Tiff. And so the top 3 fan favorites on social media for the women have been Chelsea, Tiff, and Naomi. For me, I think who would win it would be, I'm trying to think, I'm missing 3. Say Naomi. Lyra, Zoe, EO. So for me, it would be Lyra, Tiff, or Chelsea. Then would be one of my three that would win. One of them three I'm winning. If Zoe wins, I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't see her winning that. I see one of the three people I said win. So then DIY had fought A-Town Down Under, and I already knew they was gonna lose. Not because first of all, when they come out, Wade Grayson be behind A-Town Theory be cracking me up every time. Second of all, DIY's gear looks phenomenal. Okay, it kind of matched Indi Pixie. Excuse me. They had the black and silver, and then DIY had the blue, like the symbolized Smackdown. But the reason why I said that DIY was winning is because every time A-Town Down Under, it's like they jinx themselves. Every time they say they undefeated, after they say that, they lose. The first time they was a tag team, and one was like, we 0-2, we undefeated. They lost the next two matches after that. And I'm like, y'all gonna learn not to say that no more. They said it this time. And they ended up losing. I ended up missing that match too, with the whole fireworks situation. And then I have to go back and look at what Solo said. So I didn't even honestly catch the ending. I caught part of it. But that tribal chief thing still had me, and I was hoarse with active COVID, then trying to yell at the screen. But I can't wait for that. I can't wait for Braun and Sammy, the men's match, the Bloodline Joan. I don't know what else. The women's one I'm looking forward to too, but not as much as the men's, and that's only because it's the three contenders that they said. So that's going to be interesting as far as the storyline goes. The women I don't see as much because I don't see anyone from Raw winning, only because I feel like Liv is going to keep it until Rhea comes back, and that be a whole thing. And then whoever wins have to face Nia, I feel like, eventually, because I don't think Bayley's keeping that title for long. But yeah, and then Heatwave. Y'all trying to have my whole weekend WWE? God dang. I can't wait to see that Fatal 4 match with the men. And then Roxanne, that's my girl. Okay? Y'all know NXT, that's my girl. But Lola beat Shayna. That's all I'm going to say. And that's saying a lot. Okay? Shayna talented as hell. So, that's an interesting match. And I can't wait to see that match either. Okay? Just saying. Hopefully I'm going to look like something tomorrow, because these past 2 weeks have been rough for my immune system. Try to act up again today. Like, dog, I got to amp up on more vitamin C, because I'm trying to figure out what the hell going on. Like, you catch COVID. I haven't had asthma in 25 years. I had childhood asthma, and COVID makes me lose my breath. Not Destiny Child, but it makes me literally, I can't talk for a long time. Like, I'm winded now. And then I walk at a semi-fast pace, being from like the DMV area. I can't even walk regular without having to stop and take a break. I have an inhaler. I'm using my son's inhaler that he doesn't use. He only uses it in the wintertime. I'm using the inhaler because I have to stop and because I can't breathe. Like, what is going on in my life with this lingering COVID? But I'm gonna look like something tomorrow. Anyways, I hope everyone has a great night. Be blessed because you are blessed. I am so kind of upset that this PLE is not in Europe, because I like being 6 hours behind, because I like catching the PLEs at 2 and being done with them at 5, so I can still have the rest of the night. I'm gonna be up all night tomorrow, and then I get up for church. So if I have to do a technical rehearsal, hopefully you'll do it. Yeah, it's normally before 5. It's like at 11. But that means that's gonna be a long day. Anyways, love you all. call your loved ones. If you haven't spoken to them for a while, tell them you love them, or send them a message or a text. Let them know, because it's a lot of people passing away, and people normally die in threes. Okay, don't want so just praying, because for WWE community it was Sika, and then it was Pat McAfee's father-in-law, and I don't think it was someone else too. So just tell people you love them while they can hear it, okay? And resolve stuff, especially if it was years ago. Even if you don't talk again, just get them off the chest or forgive them, because if they die, then you're gonna regret that too. Love you all. Bye.